The header icons have been redesigned to be larger in size. You'll also notice that there's some text below the room name. So it's not only going to show you the icon of the source, but it's going to tell you the name of it. In this case, you have two DirecTV sources, so you know it would say DirecTV 2 below here, cable icon, cable TV, and so on. We also took these 4 buttons here on the outside of the D-pad, put them into a 2-column button list, and moved them to the side. We've introduced power options. All you have to do is push the power options button and you will be given 2 options. Yes, I want to turn the room off, or no, I don't want to do anything. Also, there are 5 sleep timer options with the sleep off. For example, if you push sleep 120, you'll now see a timer start here. At the end of this timer, it would shut this room off. Additional text has been added to the room status. You will not only see the icon, but also the name of it. When we're looking at every room status and apply the filters, the default now is the floor filtering. So when you push it, by default, it pulls up the floors. When you desire changing a profile, it does ask for a password now. Once you enter that password, you have your profiles and can now choose from all the options. This release also features a new Return to Default feature. If this was the master bedroom panel and I were to push Return to Default, that would default this whole panel to the proper profile that goes with this panel. There are no longer any sliders. This was due to factors outside of our control. Sliders have been replaced with individual loads with text feedback. This also includes the increment as well. So you have each load with each increment. We've also added the increment for the entire room to the area raise lower. Now, instead of us having a slider that would set all of these to 50%, you would get your room dialed in exactly how you like it. If you wanted it to be a little higher or a little brighter, you can do that. A little bit softer, you can do that too. It's going to take that and increase them separately. You also have whole room on, whole room off, all room raise scenarios. We have removed house scenes from this quadrant and added the area's keypad. You'd have the area's keypad, area raise, lower, master, and then individual loads here. You'll also notice that these buttons are larger, easily usable on any touch panel or iPad solution. We have added additional statuses to the climate page. You now have a thermometer or a temperature gauge that is telling us that the system is in a resting state, which means this room is in fact on cool. But it's not actually calling for cool. So the unit itself is not currently running. If it was calling for cool, there'd be a snowflake here. If it was calling for heat, there would be a flame here. If it's off, it changes to the off state. It is connected to what the unit itself is doing. If the unit is running, you would know that it's actually cooling in that area. Right now, we know that it's currently on, but it's not doing anything based on this rest state. Plus, you also have the status of the set points by area as well. On the power panel, we've added the source name to the room section like we did for the header and rooms list. For example, if you're on Apple TV, it tells you. If you are on DirecTV 2, it tells you. We added mute to the master raise lower section, and you can also notice the large buttons, no more sliders, and text feedback. We understand that sometimes clients want to make mild customizations. For example, they want to have an easy access button to open a gate, or they want a weather widget. Instead of running the user interface or adding custom code on the fly, we added a simple swipe down page. You can swipe down at any given time on any given page. This is your blank canvas to put anything you want or your client wants. If the client does not ask for any customization, you can add what you think would be best, including a weather widget, gate open, closed, or anything you think they would want to access easily.